Hello, everyone. This is Corinne, your thrifting grandma. And I thought I would come on the day before Valentine's Day. Y'all know that's the day of love. And let's talk about love because there's a lot of love that's missing around the world, around the country. Sometimes in our neighborhoods, sometimes in our own families, people may have an alt against one another. The Bible tells us if you got an alt against your brother to go to him. Sometimes we can do things unawares, but I come on talk about love, and y'all double start yard. Anyway, you know the old adage, love covers a multitude of sin. I don't know if that's right or not, but if you love someone, you're gonna protect them. You're gonna care for them. You're gonna when something is bothering that person, what Simon Dave said, when something is wrong with my baby, something is wrong with me. Those old songs had it, y'all, but this mess now. But anyway, let me tell you something about love. If you don't have trust and you call yourself loving somebody, just go on and let them go. The young people say, go on, kick them to the curb, but don't kick them. If you don't trust someone, or if you can't trust them, you don't need them. You don't need them. In your relationship, when you take those vows, it tells us to honor and obey. Some people say, you got to take the obey stuff out. The Bible tells us obedience is better than sacrifice. Now, there's something somebody might want you to do that's a little out of the ordinary, and you had to give a lot of thought to it, but if somebody loves you, they're not going to tell you to do something that they wouldn't even do. Be truthful with one another. Sit down and talk to one another and find out what page each of you are on. I remember my father told my husband when he married me, said, don't put your hands on my daughter. Say, if you don't love her, you know where you got it from. Well, I ain't been back no more to visit, when my parents was, alive. So, that's the whole point. You need to trust one another. Because if you got that trust, you don't have to worry about obedience. Seems like to me you wouldn't, but, every relationship is different now. And have that confidence in each other. Talk. Have a jam session. Don't go to bed mad. Don't go to bed with anger in your heart. Love one another. Let me tell you, my husband and I got married in 1972. We had been through some stuff. We had lost homes. We had lost cars. And the one loss that I feel every day is the loss of a son. Y'all seen me do a video about the death of our son. But love one another and trust. Trust is a big one. That's way up there. Talk. Have the lines of communication open. And another thing we need to do, put God first. Put God first in your marriage, in your home. Somebody come to your house and you don't smoke, and they should know, you can't smoke in my house. Not even on my grounds. Go over there, stand in the street somewhere. I don't, if they feel like they don't want to come back because they say, it's my house. I pay the mortgage, rent, whatever. If you don't want to abide by my rule, then hey. What Martin said, don't let the doorknob hit you. You know what I mean? Be truthful. Tell people up front what you expect. I remember one time my husband and I sat down and we had a jam session because I was getting angry over something. And I told him, I said, let's sit down and talk this out. And we told each other what we expected. And I told him, I'm tired of being tired. I was tired of being Seems like I always put on the back burner. And I told him, I said, you know what? You know I was spoiled when you married me. You know what you were getting into. You know what Daddy told you, right? We lived at first with his mother, and then we got our own house and everything, and then the job situations were going downhill and stuff. And I was getting, we had to do something to elevate our own lives, the lives of our children. I was like, we can't keep on going like this. Go here and stay for a while. And a lot of times people would try to raise the rent or whatever. And I said, we got to buy our own home. Because, you know what? If something is yours and it go away, it come back, it was meant to be yours. If it go away and it don't come back, it won't meant to be yours. So put God first. And he will make your path straight. Now, you're going to have some obstacles that you got to work through, but you have confidence that the Lord is going to lead you to how you can get through whatever you're going through. And do things together. Do things as a family. And please go to the same, if you a worshiper, please go to the same church. I've seen where the husband go to this church and the wife go to that church. No, that's divided. They said our house divided amongst itself cannot stand. I don't know if this is in the Bible or whatever, y'all. But if your home is divided, then if you got children, suppose one child want to go with dad and one child want to go with mama, but then both of the children want to be together. So don't do that. Y'all decide. When me and my husband got married, we decided that we were going to live in the county he was from. But now we're living in the county I'm originally from. See how it worked out? But be truthful with one another. Lay it all on the line now. Some stuff that's in the back of your mind that you don't want nobody to know but you and God. Then don't volunteer. No, this is one thing I learned. My husband and I, March, coming up on 53 years. There's some information you can't volunteer. Because it would be more detrimental to your marriage. I ain't saying don't keep lies from one another. But if there's things you want to tell your mate, now I don't have any skeletons in my closet that me and my husband worried about, whatever. He had 2 children before we got married, fine. I didn't have any, fine. So we blended a family. His children didn't stay with us, but our children that we had together, they knew each other, brother and sister. They come visit. They go to family functions and stuff. This is my brother. This is my sister. They're now all of them adults, got children of their own. My husband's daughter they had before we got married, she got grandchildren. So that gives us great-grandchildren. But y'all, if you love one another, you can overcome obstacles. Just hang in there. The song says, hang on in there, baby. Hang on in there. When you get to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hold on. It's a Friday's coming. But you got to keep that line of communication open. If y'all love one another, there's nothing with God's help that you can't get through. When our son died, the enemy, I've seen pictures and stuff about people when they had a child die, the family break up. And I was somewhere 43 years old when he died. But he was still our child. And you know what? The enemy kept throwing stuff at us when our child died, trying to have us come unglued. But you know what? God tightened it, glue right back up, y'all. What the enemy meant for our bad, God turned it out for our good. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. No, we don't have it all together. But we work, whatever come through, we work it out together. If he got a problem, I got a problem. If I got a problem, he got a problem. If I say, if anybody follow me, y'all know I love to sew and stuff like that. I look on Marketplace and find a sewing machine I want. And I asked my husband, I said, I found, I showed him the sewing machine. I said, I want this sewing machine. It's in Suffolk, Virginia. Can we go and get it? He said, yeah. Got the address with the Suffolk, picked up the sewing machine. I got it right upstairs in there in the room, making it to my craft sewing room. I cook. I clean. He take care of the yard. Now, because, I used to love to get out there and help with the yard, but because of me being sick, having a problem with my heart and different stuff that, I don't want to overexert myself, And he's good about, let me tell you, my husband is good about keeping stuff repaired. He helps around the house. Y'all wouldn't believe how much my husband helped. And if that's him coming in, I'm going to have to turn this off because our alarm system going to tell us the front door open and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes the wind get into the door. But anyway, whatever you do, do it in love. The Supreme got a song says, stone love. The love for each other will bring fighting to an end. Said, forgiving one another, time after time, doubt creeps in. So, but trust. That trust, that love, and understanding, y'all. Jerry Butler made a song, so understanding is mellow. You got to understand you can smooth around through stuff and work things out. It's going to take some togetherness. Spend time together. He have things you like. Y'all learn to like those things together. My husband, we both love thrift shopping and going to antiques and flea markets and stuff. And I know, I tell him all the time, I say, you're the person that enables me. You're my enabler. He'll say, come on, let's ride. And I know that means going to a thrift store. And I'll be like, I don't have any money. He said, did I ask you if you had any money? And he'll say, go in there and get anything you want. He shouldn't have told me that. And he have a bad back. So I can walk her around the store and stuff, but he'll find a chair he can sit in. And, he sit there and I walk around through the store and find stuff and I'll bring stuff back to him. How you like this and everything like that? And we coordinate. If you look through, I might have put some pictures up maybe on my community post about how when we go to church, we coordinate our colors. And we've been doing this for a number of years. So now we got other couples in the church doing the same thing. And he might say, I'm going to wear so-and-so, and we get our clothes ready on Saturday. I lay out my jewelry and everything. Because, one thing I know my husband don't like is being late for church. And there's a time when I had been dragging, and I'll say, well, if you want to go on, go ahead on. I got my vehicle. I know the way to church. They didn't move the road going to church. When I left home, when I graduated from high school, I was 17, went to New York. And I always had that little smart talk. And my aunt would tell me, you got to stop that smart talking up here. And y'all know, we listen to our elders. We listen to our elders. Because, like they tell us, we've been down this road that you got to go down, so we know all about this stuff.
Potential spam.
Okay, hold on 1 minute, y'all. To block that call. But anyway, you got to love each other enough. Sometimes you got to put up with stuff. And I don't mean put up with mental abuse and physical abuse. You shouldn't have to put up with any abuse. But like my daddy told my husband, you know where you got it from, you don't want her, bring her back. But don't live your life with regrets. Don't say, I should have did this in my marriage after you divorced and everything. I should have did this. And don't tell your husband, he said, I'm going out with the boys. Well, you know what? If your husband got friends outside, sometimes you meet people and y'all got the same friends. But if you don't, then y'all work that together. Now, when we were younger, I used to go places with his sisters. My husband had a whole lot of sisters. I had a whole lot of brothers. And one or two of my brothers he would go somewhere with. But if you don't trust that person to get from under you to spend some time outside of other than you, you just gonna draw that person away from you. They just gonna feel like, that you too clingy. Don't be so clingy that you want your husband like a piece of Velcro. You get ready to go somewhere. Now you ain't going. You're not that person's parent. But y'all work it out. So to be beneficial to all concerned. Because first thing, if Martin said, if y'all like this, you see eye to eye, there ain't gonna be no whole lot of going out with the boy. Because by the time he comes from work and do things around the house, and sometimes they get rough and tumble with the children and everything, you don't feel like going nowhere. But you still got to do the laundry, care for the kids, fix the meals, mop the floors, make the beds. You see? But it's all a give and take. It's not no one-sided relationship. It's a give and take. Sometimes I have been feeling bad, and I know, my husband had to, because there was a time I was in a wheelchair, and my husband had to take care of me every aspect until my daughter came and got me and carried me to her house. He had to put me in the tub, give me a bath, put my lotions and eczema oils on and stuff like that, try to do something to my hair and everything and feed me. I got to a point one time, I could barely feed myself. Just putting a few spoonful of food in my mouth was so exhausting. And it was coming from the problem I had with my heart. I didn't have any energy. I lost appetite. I lost about 70 or 80 pounds. When I got well enough to come home from my daughter's house, I weighed 110 pounds. I was wearing a size 4 pants. But I thank God he built me up, healed me. Hey, I don't take it for granted. Because anything God do for me, I know he didn't have to do. He could have let me lay right there and die, but he didn't. He let me know I still got some work to do. And I think messaging on YouTube is one of the things that I'm supposed to do. Yeah, my tongue get tired sometimes. I don't want to put my pauses in and everything. I might do a video where I'm hiding behind something or, being where it shows something other than me, but I'm talking. However, I can get my message out. Love is the answer, y'all. And let me tell you something. You got to love yourself before you try loving anybody else. Seek the love of our Father. He's going to add all that other stuff into you. But the Bible tells us in Hebrews that faith without works is dead. If God says something he's going to do, there's something we have to do. There's some work. There's some leg work, arm work, mouth work, whatever. Mouth work talking, y'all. See there? Somebody's mind was in the gutter. Don't do that. But we have got to love one another. And sometimes you got to make that sacrifice. To get things to work, you got to sacrifice. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice your time. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice being together. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice money. Sometimes you might have to stretch a dollar so far. You got Abraham Lincoln and them, whoever's on it, looking like, they Asian American. No disrespect to anybody. But y'all love one another. Take on that task. Love one another. Let's care what happened to one. Y'all see how the world is going, how everything is changing. We see how there's a sign. Can't you see the sign of the times? Y'all, can't you see it? They're trying to pull families apart. Don't let no devil in hell pull your family apart. That's all the enemy wants. Once he get your family apart, you can basically hang it up, but don't give him the satisfaction of knowing that he's breaking you apart. Work on that love. Work on that trust. In my closing, that's what I want to say. Work on loving yourself. And then go on and love somebody else. And show that love. Love is an action word. You got to put some oomph in it. Show people you love them. Don't let it be just out of your mouth. Hey, I love you. You got to do more than that, baby. You got to do more than that. It's a love thing. The whispers. It's a love thing. It's a love thing, y'all. They say hate is a strong word. Yeah, love is an even stronger word, y'all. Because love should carry some feeling. It should carry some action. It should carry some depth. So keep your mind stayed on Jesus. And say, Jesus, carry this to the Father. Ask him to help me get this thing together. Y'all start loving one another. And y'all know what? People, to me, now at my age, y'all probably say, you've been that young and you know sex. Y'all know what? If this world wasn't so focused on seeing people nakedness, gyrating and all that stuff on stage and everything like that, there's more to life than sex, y'all. The Lord meant for that to be to replenish the earth. But I'm going to say this. Before you jump into somebody's bed, Beyonce said, if you love it, you ought to put a ring on it. Y'all, don't go jumping in bed with a man. You don't know nothing about him. Y'all ain't spent, in order to know somebody, you got to spend time with him. You ain't spent no time with him. But all he's thinking about, sometimes that's all the woman is thinking about, is when I can lay you down. It ain't when you can lay me down. It's when you can build me up. Help me build my self-esteem. Help me build my confidence. If I got a business, help me build my business. Help me build a house. You want to do something? You want to help me? Help me with all that. And then if you can stick under that pressure, then I know you can stick. But if they can't hang with you where you going, don't let them hang with you after you done been there and you on your way back. If you like that red hen, if you don't hang with me when I was trying to get this corn and make this cornbread, then after I get it made, don't come here and say you want a cake of cornbread. My mama could say, I'm going to eat. My mama said, I'm going to eat me. She'll say what she did. Then she said, I'm going to make me a cake of bread. I know that meant cornbread. But if a person can't go with you and ride with you and hang with you and help you get stuff together, then when you come back, you don't figure it out. And I was going to go and do this. If they were going to go, they would have been with you. But you got to always think, but don't overthink. Because sometimes overthinking, is needed. Well, I don't know. God, I know I overthink a lot. But be careful with the overthinking. But y'all babies, put that trust. Love yourself so you can love somebody else. and put that action in. You know, sometimes my husband got, he loved lemon cake, and I make a homemade frosting that he loved. He loved my homemade chicken salad. He loved my homemade chicken pot pie. Matter of fact, my husband loved to eat, okay? So he's at the gym now. So, you know, there's things I like to do. He carried me thrifting last week. He come in from Dollar Tree with a balloon that said, "This is your day." Or "This is all for you," or something like that. Let me see, can I find it? It's in here. Here's the balloon. Balloon. It said, "It's your day." But you know, it take a lot to live in this world, y'all. And we can't live in this world by ourselves. It's just like being on a seesaw. What good sitting on a seesaw and nobody else up there for you? What kind of thrill you gonna get out? Nothing. Not one thing. Or not one thing. But let's think about our love walk, our faith walk. Get things together, because the world is changing every day. And y'all, I've been saying in videos, they already talking about a shortage of food, y'all. And I've been telling y'all, prepare, prepare, prepare. Prepare, prepare, prepare. But y'all love one another. Love one another as Christ had loved us. Don't have animosity in your heart. Don't have bitterness in your heart. I see all these people talking about all this money they're making on YouTube. Y'all, I'm trying to get enough so I can either repair my 2007 Sedona minivan or have YouTube as a way of me replacing it. Because my doors where the passenger work, they're supposed to be automatic and slide. They don't slide. And when you do get them to open, it's like getting the act of Congress passed. It takes you forever. But that's neither here nor there. But have that confidence in each other, confidence in God, knowing He can work out. Because there's a solution to every problem, y'all. And every action has a reaction. That's what we got to teach our kids. Y'all, they don't teach cursive in school. Please teach your children cursive. Because when they get out of school and they got to enter into a contract and they got to print their names, they do not look professional. But y'all, we'll talk more about this another day, but y'all love one another. Find time to love on each other. Love one another. Love one another. So, happy Valentine's Day Eve. And if you watching this on Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. I hope all your wildest dreams come true. Trust the process. Trust God. Trust each other. Y'all know the word trust, love, confidence. I think that's my husband coming in. So, there's some other words, but I'm trying to get this closed off. Remember, trust, love, confidence, teamwork, faith. Y'all know those words. Okay. Till the next one, bye. Please like, share, and comment. And if you enjoy my videos, consider joining my channel. Y'all, don't be afraid to leave a comment or a thumbs up. That's how YouTube push our videos out. And please share it with your family and friends. Y'all know love make the world go round. Love is what's needed in this world today. All right, y'all. Till next one. Bye. See ya.